Good morning. I'm Henrik Fisker, CEO and Chairman of the Board of Directors of Fisker Inc. Welcome to the special meeting of stockholders of Fisker Inc., which I will now call to order. Crystal Pauli of American Election Services will act as the Inspector of Elections of this meeting and has executed an oath of the Inspector of Elections. I will now turn the meeting over to Corey McGillivray, our Vice President, Securities, Governance and Compliance, and Corporate Secretary, who is acting as Secretary for the meeting.
Thank you, Henrik. The rules of procedures are posted on the virtual special meeting website. To conduct an orderly meeting and to give all eligible stockholders and proxy holders an opportunity to participate, we ask that you adhere to these rules at all times. An opportunity will be provided to present questions related to today's proposals. Please follow the instructions provided on the virtual special meeting screen to submit questions. The board fixed February 8, 2024 as the record date for determining stockholders entitled to notice of and to vote at this meeting. As of the close of business on February 8, 2024, Fisker had outstanding 402,816,178 shares of Class A common stock, each of which is entitled to one vote, and 132,354,128 shares of Class B common stock, each of which is entitled to 10 votes. Based on the tabulation of proxies already received from stockholders, and to the best of our knowledge, there is present at this meeting a quorum for the transaction of business. The final report of the Inspector of Elections will include the votes, if any, of stockholders present and voting at the meeting. It is 8:02 a.m. Pacific Time, and the polls are open for voting. Any stockholders desiring to vote should do so at this time through the internet using the virtual special meeting website. We have two proposals from the company that stockholders are being asked to approve. First, to approve, for purposes of the rules of the New York Stock Exchange, the potential issuance of more than 19.99% of the outstanding shares of Class A common stock. And second, to approve an amendment to the company's second amended and restated certificate of incorporation to increase the total number of shares of Class A common stock that the company will have authority to issue from 1,250,000,000 shares to 2 billion shares. Detailed information concerning these proposals is in the proxy statement sent to or made available to Fisker stockholders. We will now have a brief question and answer period on these proposals. If you have a question, please submit your question in the space provided on the virtual meeting screen and follow the instructions provided on the virtual meeting screen.
Yes, correct. Meta is down around the world. Tap the like and share button, everybody.
The time allotted for Q&A on the proposals has expired. And
share this to the world.
Questions. All votes should be submitted through the internet using the virtual meeting website at this time, because votes cannot be accepted after the polls are closed, which will happen momentarily. We will pause briefly to allow for any additional votes.
Please tap the like button and share button, and there will be a 24-hour feed
All votes being
after
submitted.
this.
It is 8:04 a.m. Pacific Time, and the polls are now closed. Based on information we have received from our Inspector of Elections, I will now announce the preliminary voting results for the meeting, which remain subject to the Inspector of Elections' final report. Stockholders have approved, for purposes of the rules of the New York Stock Exchange, the potential issuance of more than 19.99% of the outstanding shares of Class A common stock. Stockholders have approved the amendment to the company's second amended and restated certificate of incorporation to increase the total number of shares of Class A common stock that the company will have authority to issue from 1,250,000,000 shares to 2 billion shares. Final results of the vote will be recorded as stated in the minutes of this meeting and also filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission on a Form 8-K within 4 business days. This concludes the formal business of the meeting. The special meeting is now adjourned.